Okay, so we have a big breaking news coming out. Please share this video. Today is April 15, 2025, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up, and once again, thank you so much for your support. A senior Red Dragon official issued a provocative statement in response to President Donald's tariff policies, warning that the measure would backfire and harm American citizens, whom the official referred to as peasants. What? But they need us. They need us. They need us because we the one who buy their stuff. The Red Dragon leader says peasants in the U.S. will suffer as the Red Dragon issues stark warning on Donald tariff war. Now, I did talk about this a week and a half ago, and I warned that the poor is going to see it more. All right. Again, the rich people, they're good. They're good. The rich people. Donald said that the rich is going to be great. They're going to be fine. But Donald didn't mention about the poor. And I told you guys that the poor was going to get hit hard. And the reason why is because, again, most Americans, they want to save money. The poor want to save money, so they go to Dollar Tree, Dollar General. They buy, those cheap product because that's the only thing they could afford. But it seems like it's going to be hard for them, and the rich get richer, the poor gets poorer. All right, so the Red Dragon is putting out a message to the Sleeping Giant citizens. You guys are going to get hit hard. All right, so we're gonna see what's going on with this news. But again, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the PayPal link and the Cash App link in the comments box and also the description box. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for the super chat in the comments box. I really appreciate that. So here's the thing: the Red Dragon, they say that we, the Sleeping Giant, are gonna get hurt the most. Is it true? Well, the poor, yes, but remember, the Red Dragon, they need us. They need us because we buy their stuff. We actually made them powerful by buying their stuff, and it's a shame who's the one that put the Red Dragon into the spotlight to make products. I don't know who it was, but shame on that person. Alright, so a senior Red Dragon official issued a provocative statement in response to Donald tariff policies, warning that the measures would backfire and harm the Sleeping Giant citizens, whom the official referred to as peasants. Now, the comments have sparked widespread discussion, reflecting escalating tensions between the U.S. and the Red Dragon over trade. According to reports, the Red Dragon official described Donald tariffs as shameless, and predicted that they would lead to economic suffering for the Sleeping Giant citizens. All right, so in other words, it's very important that the Sleeping Giants start preparing. Prepare for the worst. And Donald, he said that this thing was going to hit the fan. He said it way before the inauguration. So people had time to think about all this before casting votes. Donald did mention this. So again, some Sleeping Giant citizens are not pleased. They're saying, well, I should have never gone for Donald. Well, Donald said this way before the voting. That's why it's very important to pay attention to all these political figures. Donald also said that he will slap 100% tariff on any land who joins the BRICS. We haven't seen that yet. And boy, oh boy, that one there, hopefully it doesn't happen. But if it does, that would be brutal. Because that's currency war. All right, so it says here, the use of the term peasant to describe U.S. citizens was particularly striking, as it appeared to belittle the American public while framing the Red Dragon stance as one of cultural and historical superiority. Again, like I say, they need us. The red dragon need us. We don't need them. They need us. So I do believe that this is not only going to hurt the sleeping giant, this is going to hurt the red dragon. And this could lead to a huge biblical war. And remember, Donald said that we have something that no world has, something that's worse than nukes. One source noted the official claim that those present in the U.S. will soon well in front of the 5,000 years of the Red Dragon civilization, suggesting a long-term view of the Red Dragon resilience against the U.S. policy. Whoa. The U.S. citizens will soon well in front of the 5,000 years of the Red Dragon civilization, suggesting a long-term view of Red Dragon resilience against the U.S. policy. Just imagine that. And I do believe that if this empire collapses, if the sleeping giant collapses, the Red Dragon could be the next one to rise to power. And many, many, many will work for the Red Dragon. And their policy, again, persecution on, Christ people, that's imminent. Another report emphasized that official warning that the tariff would backfire soon, leaving us, the sleeping giant, to bear the economic consequences. Whoa. Now, Donald's tariff policy, reintroduced during his second term, aimed to protect the sleeping giant industries by imposing high duties on imported goods, particularly from the Red Dragon. The administration argues that these measures address trade imbalances and safeguard domestic jobs. However, critics, including the Red Dragon officials, contend that the tariff disrupt global supply chains and increase cost for consumers. Man, this is not good news. It's absolutely not good news. So the Red Dragon is sounding the alarm. They are issuing massive backfiring. This is going to hurt the sleeping giant citizens. But hey, Red Dragon, again, this is going to hurt you too. Don't act like you're going to survive this. This is going to hurt you too. And by the way, it's going to hurt more the sleeping giant. The Red Dragon, because their population is over 1 billion. Just imagine those that's working losing their jobs. Now it says here, the official remark has drawn varied reactions. Some report underscored the insult implied by term peasant, with one outlet quoting social media sentiment that labeled the comment insulting to Americans. It is. I don't know if you guys have seen the video. The Red Dragon, China released a video mocking us. Like, it's a video of a factory, right? And in this factory, you have people working, putting stuff in boxes. And you know how Donald want to bring back Made in America? Well, the Red Dragon put out a video saying, oh, you guys want to make stuff in America? This is how your future is going to look like. So it showed a factory. Inside a factory, there's people overweight, like 300 pounds, putting stuff in a box and everything, drinking soda and eating cheeseburger. They were mocking us. So the Red Dragon is really sending a message, mocking the sleeping giant citizens. It's not gonna hurt us. We're not gonna cry about it. It's a sissy move, and they're using AI to do that. It's a weak move. That's, I mentioned, I left a comment, that's the best you got. But again, mocking the sleeping giants and doing all that type of stuff, AI, and it shows that the Red Dragon is so weak when it comes to response. But going after the sleeping giant citizens, it's just not the answer. So once again, the provocative language. Oh, give me a second. The others noted that the statement was likely intended to rally domestic support in the Red Dragon by projecting strength against U.S. policies. Now, the provocative language also risks further straining diplomatic relations, as it could be perceived as an attempt to undermine the sleeping giant resolve rather than engage in constructive dialogue. The exchange underscores the deepening rift in the sleeping giant and the red dragon relations, with trade serving as a flashpoint. Now Donald, while Donald tariff aimed to booster American manufacturing, the Red Dragon response suggests it is prepared to retaliate, potentially through counter tariff or restriction on U.S. goods. The rhetoric, a peasant and shameless tariff, indicates a shift towards more confrontational messaging, which could complicate future negotiation. As one report noted, the dispute has already impacted market settlement with reference to the Red Dragon economic warnings appearing in financial analysts. I feel like the Red Dragon saying you guys can't make it without us. You guys need us. You can't make it without us. Red Dragon, you guys were a third world country. We made you. You didn't made us. We made you. So we made you. We made you. You again. The Red Dragon was a really poor third world country. They didn't do nothing in WW2. Actually, they lost the war. They lost Taiwan. They lost all them regions. And now they're acting all high and mighty because they make plastic stuff. All right. Give me a second here, guys. I want to see if I can find some more updates. We have this here from the Gateway Pundit. Wayne Root said mainstream is lying again about Donald tariff have the support of the sleeping giant people and the filthy rich ones. I'm gonna skip that one there. Give me a second, guys. I'm looking for some more updates here. Give me 1 second. All right, so we have breaking news when it comes to like very rare earth minerals and stuff that makes planes or computer chips and stuff like that. So we have seen some massive hit here. So Boeing just lost 8,830 plane deliveries to the Red Dragon because of Donald tariff over the next 20 years. Boeing is one of our greatest sleeping giant companies. The final assembly and supply chain job losses will be huge. Did he say 20 years? What again? Where do you get that number, 20 years? So, again, I don't see that being 20 years. All right, so far this is all the information that's coming out, guys. So leave comments down below. Once again, this is a big breaking news update when it comes to tariff war. But sleeping giant citizens are being warned. Give me a second here, guys. If you can, please share the video. There is a big breaking news coming out. This is going to be off topic, but this information is coming out right now, and it's happening in Dallas, Texas. A level 2, ooh, wow. A level 2 mass casual, I'm going to skip the rest of the name, incident has been declared after an active individual incident took place. Wow. At a high school. This happened in Dallas, Texas. Currently, numerous law enforcement agencies are currently on the scene in Dallas, responding to an individual situation reported at a facility. Now, emergency officials have declared a level 2 incident. At this time, it is unknown how many individuals have been impacted. This remains a developing situation, and police are urging the public to avoid the area. Oh, man. We have an update here. I'm praying for everyone. Please be safe out there. Praying for the people out there in Texas. Update. At least one person. Wow. Hit. Oh, man. That's what's happening right now. Well, by the time you get this video, it's a few hours later. Okay, so far this is all the information when it comes to the Red Dragon. What are your thoughts, guys? Leave comments down below. We are definitely seeing some stuff here. Yeah, this is all of it. I'm gonna keep you updated on this news here, guys. But yeah, things are not looking pretty good between the two superpower, the Sleeping Giant and the Red Dragon. So the Red Dragon just sent a warning message to the Sleeping Giant citizens that this is going to harm you, and basically saying that we weak and we can't compete against them. But they need to remember one thing: we made them. We made them. So the Red Dragon didn't make himself. So made in the US, the Red Dragon. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Monday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.